What up, peeps? This your boy Glass with Get With It Sports. Please speak with your sports with a swag. Down in my sports dungeon, about to give you another episode. You can hear the music in the background, right? That's Dead Wrong from Eminem. Usually on this show, when you hear that music in the background, that only means one thing. Some player, coach, sports figure end up getting one of our infamous awards. This award that you really don't want to get, but how people act in society these days, I'm dishing them out left and right. So, yes, this is a DAW episode, Dumbass of the Week. And our winner for this week is the head coach, the rookie head coach for the Atlanta Falcons, Mike Budenholzer. Hopefully I said his name right. This man here, who been an assistant coach under Greg Popovich, one of the greatest coaches ever to coach an NBA team, or ever to coach in the NBA history. You up under him for many years. I don't know how many years offhand, but for many, many years. You finally got your opportunity to get a head coaching job. And this is what you do before you even coach your first official game. If y'all didn't know, he got pulled over Wednesday night in Georgia by a Georgia State trooper. When the trooper got him out the car, knows he had watery eyes, bloodshot eyes, had a strong smell of alcohol on his breath. He refused to take a breathalyzer. He ended up getting a DUI charge and was put in jail. He made bond. He didn't go home. He went to the hospital to take a drug test, but we'll get to that in a second. He got pulled over, and one he had no taillights working on the car. So that's why he got pulled over. This situation happened. Now he's up Shit's Creek trying to figure out what's going to happen. Danny Ferry said that Coach Bud, that's what they call him, Coach Bud called him and let him know what the situation is. They said they're going to wait to see what the legal matters come about, and they're going to wait to see what happens after the legal issues are finished before he decides what he want to do. Danny Ferry, he's the GM for Atlanta Hawks. I believe he's a good GM. He's no nonsense guy, so that's where it's going to be. He knows Coach Bud from his stint in San Antonio. He used to be the GM for the Cavaliers, and I think he used to be the GM, or he worked in the front office in San Antonio. That's how he know about Coach Bud, because he worked with him. So that's how he was able to get this job, because Danny Ferry knew him. But nevertheless, this man got busted on the DUI in the city of Atlanta. He apologized to the team, to the fans. But dude, that's not a good look, man. You ain't, like I said, you haven't even coached your first game. You getting pulled over with a DUI. You was under the tutelage of Coach Pop. I'm sure he told you one of these, like, don't make yourself look bad out in the public eye. And what you do, this is what you do. He turned down the breathalyzer test, but he did his field sobriety test. I don't know if he passed or not, but when he got to the hospital to take a test again, I guess they refused to take it because it's been hours later. You know what I'm saying? Once he got released out of jail, he went straight to the hospital. And I guess he had talked to his lawyers at the time and said, go ahead and take the field. I'll take that back. I think he did take the field sobriety test. He didn't take it in the police department. He had to go to the hospital because they refused him at the police department. So he took it at the hospital. It came out of .01, which is well under the .08 limit. But like I said, this was hours after the situation, after you got pulled over. So no, police don't want you to take it now. It's too late. And he's saying he had one glass of wine 15 minutes before he got in the car, but the trooper said he had strong smell of alcohol from his breath. So I drink wine. You don't get nothing like that off of a glass of wine. If he's telling the truth. But anyway, you got busted. I ain't even gonna wait for the legal matters. Mike Budenholzer, you are the dumbass of the week. I ain't even gonna trip. But since I got you guys here, I might as well keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to Frank Dux from Google Plus, one of my homies from the Google Plus Hangouts. I told him I was gonna do it. I'm gonna put it out there right now. I got another award I just made up, and it is called the Bitch of the Year. We gonna give that, Bitch of the Year. We gonna give that to the player that straight act like a straight up bitch, just like the title say of the award, Bitch of the Year. So the winner of that award, and I used to like this player. I told y'all time and time again on other videos, just recent videos, but he ticks me off right now. We talking about the former or the all-star of the Milwaukee Brewers, Ryan Braun. Why you asking why Ryan Braun get the Bitch of the Year award? Here we go. Number one, you taking PEDs and you lied about it. Okay. Number two, you found a loophole in the situation where you got busted for a high testosterone with this sample handler that you put under the bus. I think his name is Dino Lorenzi Jr. Him. Number one, didn't you hold a press conference in the middle of I think it was Miller's Field, or one of the minor league fields? You hold a press conference, putting the sample on the bus, talking about you denying that you ever used it, you know about your morals and all that stuff. So you're lying in the face because you know while you sitting up there that you taking PEDs, and just blatantly lying in our face. And like I said, you putting the sample handler under the bus. And number three, when you do get busted, you don't make an uproar. You get 65 game suspension. You ain't saying nothing about that. You taking the 65 game suspension. You're already getting paid, and yet instead of going back in front of the same field that you was in front of lying to us, you're gonna give out a statement apologizing to everybody. No, get your ass up. Go back in front of the camera just like you did when you lied to us that you didn't do it, and apologize. You didn't have no problem getting in front of the camera lying to us, so you shouldn't have a problem getting in front of the camera and apologizing. I don't accept his apology. He ain't apologizing to me. I don't care, but I wouldn't accept his apology because just the way you dished it out lying to us, you should dish it out when you apologize. And this is what I'm thinking. Dino Lorenzi, he can't take him to court because he never mentioned his name when he was in the press conference, but you owe that man some money. I say you owe, what you got, $100-something million contract? You owe that man $1 million. Why you ask? I think he should owe him $1 million. I don't know how much he was making. Number one, I don't know if he lost his job. And if he did lose his job, how long he been at the job. However much he was making, however long he been at the job, you should double that. And you should pay that man. So I'm just going to say $1 million. Skimming it off. You put him under the bus, don't know if he lose the job. And I'm telling you right now, yeah, he didn't turn in the sample at a decent amount of time at FedEx, but he knew his job was important for the simple fact he took somebody's piss and put it in his refrigerator. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm the most cleanliness person, but I am not putting nobody's piss up in my refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Especially a tainted piss. It was probably glowing in the dark. It was so tainted with PEDs, but I don't care who it is. I am not putting anybody piss in my refrigerator. So he really took his job seriously, even though he didn't turn the stuff in and did the right thing. But he knew what he had to do in order to keep that urine untainted. So yeah, you owe that man more than an apology. You owe that man some money. But with all that's being said, I don't like the fact that he issued out a statement on paper instead of going back on camera. So everything he did from when he got busted been a bitch move. It was a bitch move that he lied to us on camera. It was a bitch move that he put out a statement. It was just a bitch move that you sitting here and you won MVP that year that you was tainted. So bitch, you win the Bitch of the Year award. So that's all I got for you. Just want to make it quick and simple. Mike Budenhauser wins the DAW award, Dumbass of the Week award, and Ryan Braun wins the Bitch of the Year award. Let me know what you think about it. Put it down in the comments. Give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't matter. I just love doing this. This is my hobby. Check out our weekly picks, NFL weekly picks, every Thursday during the season. If you haven't joined yet, we got 30 members in our Pick 'em and Shut Up League. We called some people out. They stepped up, but there's a couple of y'all that didn't sign up. Don't have me come back out here and come at y'all harder. We just doing this to have fun. Like I said, this is Get With It Sports, a place where you get your sports with a little swag. And as always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace.